Welcome to a new episode of I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam.
Hi, friends of the podcast.
Hello, everybody.
Samantha.
Look who's back. Look who's back. It's Lisa.
If I was Slim Shady right now, I'd be like, look who's back. Back again. Lisa's back. Tell a friend. I know, hey? You didn't even see this coming, did you? That kind of blows your mind.
Blows your mind.
You didn't even see this coming.
No, I didn't. How you feeling?
You know what? I'm feeling okay. No, I feel like crap, actually. I'm lying.
Don't lie to your friends. That's not nice.
Can't lie to my friends of the podcast. They know by now. You know what? I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired, and like the pain and stuff is okay.
Okay, good.
Like off and on, right? But for the most part, that's okay. It's just it's a process, and it's like long, you know.
I got a question for you.
Ask.
Are you still on those really good drugs?
Yeah.
Because you were so stoned.
Oh my God.
You were so stoned. Michelle sent me a picture of a text that you sent her. And she was like, she actually knew what you were talking about. I looked at it and I'm like, I have no clue what she's talking about.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, but I laughed at your expense.
Okay, here's the thing, friends of the podcast. It was quite funny. So first, couple things. First off, I was taking high medications, right? Second off was that I couldn't see the keyboard very good on my phone.
Oh, that's right.
Right? So in my mind, for a few days, my mind was like way ahead of everything. Right. So I knew I felt really strongly that I was sending some really bad messages. But I couldn't see well enough to be able to be like, I know at one point I sent her a message saying, can you the message was, can you bring me a medium tea when you come? And that was for Mike, right? Because there was that Tim Hortons.
Oh yeah.
But I think it was like a medium. I don't even know. Like it made no sense, right?
Yeah, it made no, like some of the stuff that you sent me was hilarious, but Michelle screenshot one of them and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so stoned.
So stoned, right? And then what would happen is, because even though I was so stoned, right, I would wake up in the middle of the night and I would be like, why? Like I just couldn't sleep. So then I just pick up my phone and check messages and I'm like, okay, well, I'll just catch up with everybody. And then that's
bad idea when you're stoned, Lisa.
And then that was
bad
the
idea.
Right? So it was a lot better during the day when Mike was visiting, because then Mike could tell, right? He could tell from, I guess, probably my finger and my look on my face and whatever. He's like, are you trying to message? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, I don't think you should right now. So then he just set the phone down. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And then I would just honk out. Yeah, it's so crazy.
Yeah.
It was so
oh my
funny.
God, that's so funny.
I hope she saved them.
Yeah, I think she did.
Good.
I think she did.
Good.
Okay, so I got a question.
Okay.
How beloved are you by the nurses in that ward?
You know what? I was super, I think I was super popular. Right? The first day I wasn't sure if I was going to be, but I think they were wonderful. And even now, two of them are now new friends of the podcast.
No, stop.
Yes. Yes. Right? Yeah. They're now friends of the podcast. So
I knew.
It was, it was a good time to do little PR, right? Oh, what are you doing? Oh, I do a podcast. Right? Because I was in my mind, I felt I was like the celebrity of the ward, right?
Oh,
even though nobody knows who the hell we are.
No, that's true.
But definitely beloved for sure. Yeah, I feel very confident that I was beloved. Yeah.
Well, and then the few days that I was with you in the hospital, you were you negotiated. I've never seen. You have skill, girl. You got some skill.
Like I tell you, right? If China and the United States need somebody to come on in, call Lee. Who do you call? You call Lisa.
Call Lisa.
Right? I remember because I was on a fluid restriction.
Mm-hmm.
And that was because they didn't want the fluid to build up. And I was on a fluid restriction, and I managed to negotiate. I gave up a half drank pop, right? A diet pop, half drink diet pop for like a juice. And I'm like, it's barely even been drinking. Yeah, that was a big negotiation to get that swapped out.
Well, and
Right?
then your hair, getting your hair washed.
Oh yeah, and I got my hair washed. That was a negotiation. Everything was. I was like, you had to know which ladies. You had to know which ladies you could kind of do that with. There was a couple that they were like,
no, not gonna happen.
no,
Not
you
gonna
can't get it
happen.
wet. And I'm like, what do you mean I can't get it wet? Well, if a little bit trickles down to the front of your chest and you get anything there wet, and I'm like, oh. Where the other ones were like, yeah, let's just go quickly. And they probably got tired of me talking, right? Right? That was like, let's be honest, right? Like, how many times can you ask somebody, like, and then when they said I couldn't wash my hair that day, do you think I'll be able to do it tomorrow? Do you think I'll be able to go tomorrow? Do you think tomorrow will be a hair day? What about that? What about that? Right? So at some point, they're just done, right? I've just worn them out. I've worn them out.
Wore 'em out.
Just like I do with you, Samantha.
Yes,
right?
I'm very aware.
I wear you out and you're like, you win, whatever you want to do. I'm like, thank you. Right?
That's why sometimes I just give up right away.
You might as well. It just saves. They just don't know me that well, right? They don't know me well enough to know that they should have given up. And then everything was like, well, what? Maybe tomorrow? Do you think tomorrow? Like maybe tomorrow we could do that if I'm feeling a bit better tomorrow.
Oh
And
my
they're
God.
just so I'm sure that they hated coming into my room because they knew I had 100 questions I had to ask.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay. What's about the food tray mix-ups? Because you kind of texted that in a weird, strange message to me.
I was mad a couple times, right? So you pick your food, right?
Yeah.
You
Well,
pick
that's fun for you.
Yeah, and it was fun, right? Because it's like being on a game show, right? And I'll take this one and I'll take that, and it was fun. But then what happens is that they screw it up somehow. So one day I just I ordered stuff for like a tea. I just got the hot water. I'm like, what am I supposed? And then the next day I would just get like an equal. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with an equal? Like shove that equal up your ass, guys. This isn't working. So there's a big disconnect. Somebody in food services is not paying attention.
No.
And you know me, right? I'm a good sport-ish, but not for too many times.
Did you complain, Lisa?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what did they do? What did they do?
Nothing. Oh, sorry. We'll try and they never fixed it. I think if anything, it's like your typical, like anywhere, right? I just got worse. Right. The only highlight, the best thing though, was that they have fish or salmon on the weekends.
Oh, yes.
And they do, you know how you can get like a packet of vinegar? It comes in those packages. So they do packages of lemon.
Cool.
Yeah. And I would put ×2. And I always got the ×2. Because you can eat anything with lemon. You put lemon juice on shit and you could eat it. You really could. You could do it. You could get through it, right? As long as you had lemon juice. I'm not saying it's going to be great, but you could do it.
You could do it.
You could do it, Samantha. For sure you could.
So you liked the cooking at the very beginning.
Oh, I hated it by the end.
Okay, well, why? What happened?
I just got tired of eating. I was done with eating. I was over it. I was overeating, like done.
Well, but is it because you're restricted now because you got the diabetes?
No, you know what? Because they kind of give you they kind of take care of that for you, right?
Yeah.
They kind of. But you know what? Here's the thing: when you get the diabetes, it's okay. First off, let's not call it that anymore because I think that sounds negative, right? Right?
Because now you have the diabetes.
Now I got it, and I think what they think is that you just sit and eat candy all day. Right? Because you know what? I get it. I wasn't a great eater, but not a horrible eater. Like Mike and I have gone through like what we eat in a week, and he's like, I'm like, okay, I can give up the bun on a hamburger. I can give up a hot dog. I can give up a hot dog. I get that, right? Okay. But like some things, I'm like, so we have chicken breast and like vegetables or a side salad. I'm like, I don't know how to make that any less diabetic than that. And then you know what they do, right? So then you know what they do. They shame you because when you get pre-made diabetic food, it tastes like they all put fucking, pardon my language, but I'm going to say it, it needs to be said. It's like it's made with fucking sawdust. So every bite you taste, it's like you should have known. You should have known better. You should have done better. That's all you think, right? So it's like it's just like, right? It's like you're just like engrossed in it forever.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it's so crazy, right? And then you got to poke your finger. It's a lot of, you know what? It's a lot
Oh
of work
yeah,
for.
you gotta poke your finger now.
Yeah, I'm not on insulin, but I'm on pills
Good.
because it was borderline, right? Just
Mm.
enough to one more thing, Lisa, right? Right?
Let's tack
But
that
guess
on,
what?
shall we?
But we send you home with a lovely plastic drink jug, which is that's your souvenir, right? So my souvenir is I'm going home with I left the hospital with living, so that's a big one, right? Mike Gibson won't let me forget that, right?
Yeah, your souvenir. You're alive.
I'm alive, right? So I got to be thankful for that, right? And
Uh-huh.
then, okay, so then after that, okay, so set that aside, right? Yeah, I'm alive. Okay, then I get the diabetes,
Mm-hmm.
I get the chest scar, I get the leg scar, I have an
Yeah.
arm scar, and then
Yeah.
I have a lovely drink, like a lovely container that will hold my water. And I'm like, and it says like University of Ottawa Heart Institute. I'm like, thank you. Like, what the hell, man? What the hell? But here's something
Uh,
interesting that I did that I have learned.
hmm.
And a lot of times I think people wonder, it's always the jello.
Why? What does that mean? What is always the
Okay, right?
jello?
Because people are always, you pick between pudding and jello.
Yeah.
Always jello.
Oh, why? I thought
Because
you liked
jello,
pudding.
I love pudding. But jello got taste. Pudding don't got taste after a while. Jello got taste. Jello got taste. There's a difference,
There's a
Samantha.
difference. Okay.
There's a big difference, right? So it's always the jello. It's
But we're
always the jello.
at one point you were you were stacking up your pudding. Were you harboring jello as well?
Well, no, because they don't know. Mike had to bring jello in.
Oh.
It was like a jello free zone. There was not jello. Never once was there jello. So I would try and like stash a pudding and a juice, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
to me, even though I didn't eat it for supper, still mine, right? Still Lisa's. Still came on a chart. Still came on a tray that said Lisa Gibson. So it shouldn't
Yeah.
matter when I drink it, right? Or eat
No,
it. So mhm,
that's funny.
that's what I was doing.
Cool.
Isn't
Okay,
that kind of
so
crazy?
you had a male nurse, didn't you?
Ooh, did I ever?
Was his name Cole?
His name was Cole. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was like Grey's Anatomy, like Nurse Cole, right? It was wonderful. And I'm going to tell you this right now. And even though I know that our editor's listening and this is going to be too much information, he's going to hear it. Cole saw like as like at one point, right? Because my scar on my leg is from my knee, the inside of my knee, right up to my hoo-ha, right?
Yahoo!
And it's oozing a little bit, right? So
Oh yeah.
Cole was showing Mike how to dress it. So at
Okay.
one point I had both because then Mike, right? He's like a tall, cool glass of water too, right? Like who we fooling. So at one time I had both these two hotties, right? Like staring at my crotch, trying to like, okay, so this is what you're gonna do. And Mike's like, does this hurt? Does this hurt? I'm like, you need to stop touching, right? Right? You need to stop touching, right? Right? I'm like, stop touching it. Like just right now, it's just a presentation, right? It's just a presentation. I'm like, this is too much, Nurse Cole and Mike, and now you got to touch it. Leave it alone, right? That's too much. I just had a heart attack, guys. Maybe you forgot, right? I just had a heart attack.
Yeah.
Right? You're trying to kill the old girl because that's
Oh
gonna
my
do it.
God.
Isn't
Okay.
that so funny?
But what's this thing about the HHG tramp stamp?
Because I sent the HHG message in the morning when I was stoned saying I got Nurse Cole today, and I had Nurse Cole one other day, but not really. But I managed to sneak a picture of him,
Oh, okay.
and I had sent that to HHG earlier in the week, and so I sent her a message saying I got Nurse Cole, and so she said because you need to get a tramp stamp by your crotch. It said that I was how did she phrase it? It was tapped
Tapped
by
by
Cole.
Cole.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that.
Oh
Eh?
my God.
You imagine?
That would be horrible.
It would be
Oh my
horrible.
God.
But if
Oh
he's
my
gonna do
God.
it, I'm like, if you do it, that's a different story. Yeah, you don't even care by then, right? It's like
No.
right, you do the frog, right? You just where your feet go together and you're like, it's all yours, guys. Whatever you need to do with it.
Oh
Right?
God.
Take a look and enjoy, right?
Okay, because you were already complaining about hard nose issues
Oh,
when I was leaving.
it's the worst, right? I don't know if it's the air because I wasn't on oxygen the whole time. So I don't know, maybe it's the air. But what happens is that you get these hard boogers in your nose, Samantha. And you know what? Here's the rule. Here's the rule with boogers, right? Like pick your nose, but don't eat it. That's the
Yes.
key. Don't eat it, right? So you got to pick them out. And there was sometimes like you were working on them for like a day, right? They're like so crazy, those boogers. So crazy. And I'm like,
That's
I don't
so
understand.
gross.
Yeah, and then you'd blow your nose and you still got them. And I don't know how they form. I'm like, I didn't understand it, but I kept saying to Mike, I gotta pick it, but I won't eat it because that's gross.
I gotta pick my booger.
Yeah, don't eat your booger. Just pick it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there are some things you gave me a list of things that you didn't think you would experience at the age of 50.
Oh my God, right? So yeah, like like who sometimes you just can't anticipate where life takes you, right? How deep does that sound, right? And
No.
I do have a few things that I want to share with the friends of the podcast. Okay. So I rented my first walker the other day, right?
Really?
Because I can't walk very far. Well, right now I can't walk very far. So I have to build my stamina, right? So we went and we rented a walker. Never thought I'd do that before at 50.
No.
And sometimes when you're in the bathroom, you get some issues, right? And you get a little backed up.
Yes.
So and right, because we're honest with our friends, I'm putting it out there. I haven't had a poop in a week. Right?
Oh my God, you need prune juice again.
Right? No, I'm not doing the prune juice. It's horrible. Right now, Mike is scouring the Shoppers Drug Marts of Orleans, Ontario, to find something that's not going to blow my ass up. Right? Because I don't know if you recall, a million years ago, I had an issue, and remember it blew my ass up. I said to him, I need something not so violent, please. But something a little better than the prune juice, right?
Yes, okay.
So that's what he's doing. I haven't pooped in a week. It's crazy.
Okay.
And so I rented a walker. So here's the thing though, when I was in the hospital and it was I had to do the prune juice for a day, they put you in a diaper. And I never ever thought that I'd be in a diaper at 50. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I didn't, right? When you and I were celebrating my birthday, I didn't think a week and a half later I'm sporting a diaper.
No.
And they put you in, and that's a just in case diaper.
Oh dear.
Yeah. And you know what? And it's just awkward, right? It's just awkward.
It is just awkward.
Yeah, it's one thing I think to have a catheter, but the rest of it is just like a just in case diaper is awkward. And then I didn't think I would be drinking prune juice before I was 50.
No, because that's an old person drink.
Oh, and it's horrible.
Is it?
It's horrible.
Yeah.
No, I don't recommend it. I give it a thumbs down. Right? Give it a thumbs down. If you're looking for a new drink, that's not the one to go for. Okay, right? We all know I got fake teeth.
Yes.
Right? Well, you were the first person. What a best friend you are, right? You actually took my teeth. They weren't in my mouth. They had been out of my mouth for like a day, which is even worse.
Yes.
Because you were the first person who kind of took my teeth from like needing to be brushed to brushing them, right?
Yes.
Because when I went to the hospital, I didn't have my teeth in, or they took them out, or how did that work? I don't remember.
You had your top in, but you didn't have your bottom in.
Yeah, but then I must have got the top out.
Yeah, I think they eventually took them both.
Yeah, right. And then you were nice enough to brush my teeth. I never thought that I would have you brushing my teeth at 50, right? But you were a good sport. And the other thing too is, you know what? I never thought I'd need somebody to help shave my cooch. I never, because again, that's a just in case. Right?
You gotta shave your hoo-ha, Lisa.
Yeah, I never ever thought. And just for the record, right? I'm going to say that I'm a well-maintained woman in 2019, right? But apparently not to hospital standard.
No, gotta have a little less going on down there.
Well, apparently you got to have none going on down there. Right, and
are you
and then
itchy? It's got to be growing back.
They don't tell you, but
then
they don't share that with you, right? They don't share that you're going to feel like you got like crabs and you're just going to be like scratching your area because you're itchy all the
Because you're
time.
itchy all the time.
Right? Because nobody wants that's not the look to go for either, right? Because
No.
right?
No.
Unless there's a secret thing I don't know about, which is possible. But yeah, I don't want to give up all the fun and secrets. There's still going to be more on another podcast.
Yes. But the fun thing is, let's remind ourselves, you're still alive.
I am still alive, right? I still have like a fairly long road ahead of me, and recovery's tough. Like even 3 days in, it's tough. It's tough. But I'm still alive, and that's the main thing, right? You can always figure it out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we did actually have a vacation part together.
We did, right? We did it. We had a lot of fun in that day and a half.
It was more than a day and a half.
It was.
First of all, we flew together, which that was fun.
Well, and it was early, and that was always fun.
That was
early
horrible.
Mornings with you are always my favorite, Samantha. Right? Always my favorite. Nice.
Yeah,
nothing better than
fun.
a 6 a.m. with you. Right?
But then all the fun started as soon as we landed in Toronto.
Oh, I can't. You have to.
And I know
we touched on this. I know we touched on this, but I think it needs to be revisited.
It was a horrible experience with those people.
Oh my God. So crazy.
And then guess who lost her shit at the very end with them?
You lost your shit.
I lost my shit because I was like, I need you to fucking answer your phone, people, because I need to you need to tell me where to drop off this goddamn car.
That's right. When you were returning it. I remember I lost my shit when we were picking it up because remember I started to cry.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, and apparently at 50 when we rent a car now, that's nice, right? Nice, people. Now you're making me cry. That's good customer service. We leave you crying. Right? Like so crazy. God. And then that's right. I forgot. Yeah, you right because you left the hospital room and you came back and you're like, yeah, I lost my shit.
Yeah, I lost my shit. But then they were like, okay, you're gonna get some money back and it's fine, it's all good. And I'm like, perfect, awesome, thank you.
Yeah, good, right? See? Well, you got to get something out of the heart attack, right? There's got to be a win in there somewhere.
Yeah. But we drove a really long time to get to Niagara. Who knew it was that far away?
Why did you not, like, out of all the things to not believe? I get there's lots of things you can not believe me about, but you picked the wrong things to not believe me about.
I know. It was so far.
It was
far. Like a 6-hour drive felt like 12.
I know I remember and you would be like, you were like so tired. And I'm like, what do you do when you drive 12 hours to Grand Prairie? You're like, it's not like this at all.
Oh, no.
Right. I'm like, cause like 4 hours, you and I are like switching off. Right.
Yeah, I know. It was horrible.
Yeah. Like, cause even I was 2 hours into the drive and I'm like, oh my God, I think I'm going to fall asleep.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We were both really tired and it was just the traffic, I think, cause it gets crazy.
Well, and you have to just pay so much attention, right? Because everybody's zigzagging.
Yes.
And you got to keep.
But the toll freeway, where you have to pay a toll, that was better. Less populated.
Yes, which was nice. Yeah, which was nice.
I'll pay the toll. There's nobody around me. I'll pay that toll.
It's worth it, right? Well, let's not say it's worth it. We don't know. We haven't got the bill yet.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You get the bill. That is so weird.
Yeah, it became a really expensive holiday.
It did. It did.
That's okay. But that's okay. That's okay. And we did a lot of fun things like when we in Niagara Falls and stuff like that. Like we had like a blast.
We did. We actually, the best part for me was the go-karts at the Speedway.
Yeah, that was your thing altogether.
Yeah, that was fun.
Right. And then remember you got mad at me because I was taking pictures of people. Yes,
you were being really rude.
I wasn't. I was just taking pictures and sending them to the HHG and saying, "Oh, look at this lady's going on a ride. Oh, look at that man's going on a ride."
You were being rude.
That's not a bad thing. It's not rude. It's not rude at all, Samantha. It's just how it was. I think one of my favorite things was just being a tourist, right? Because my dad is like my parents lived there for so many years, so I hadn't done some of the touristy things that we did.
Oh yeah.
So that was kind of fun.
We went on that gondola. That was pretty cool.
Well, and then how cool was it when you remember you did a makeshift patio?
Oh yeah, right at the gondola.
Right? Like that was pretty fun. Right? You like just restructured the whole place and made it just like a bar for two.
Bar for two. Yeah.
That's exactly what it was.
Well, the sun was out. It was really hot.
It was
and
hot.
I thought, let's just stay here, not try and drive around and find some weird place to sit.
Well, and the thing is that they had drinks.
Yes, they had
Right?
lots
So
of
that
drinks.
that was a big thing. And it's like, yeah, why wouldn't we just stay put? Now, what did you think? Okay, like let's be honest. What did you think of where we stayed?
It was weird.
Oh, it was weird. Hey, here, friends of the podcast, when you go looking on Airbnb sites and they don't show you a picture of everything that you think should be in a home where you should be staying, there's a reason.
There's a reason.
There's a reason, right?
The beds were comfortable.
Beds were comfortable. That was the saving grace.
Yeah, the beds were
comfortable. Because you imagine if the beds weren't comfortable and like you were waking up at 5?
I'd be pissed.
Yeah, it wouldn't be pretty.
I'd be pissed. But that bathroom was nice. The door sucked.
How do you explain that?
It's a sliding barn door that it didn't fit. And you couldn't
it didn't close.
And it didn't close, it didn't lock, and then it slid back.
Yeah. So friends of the podcast, picture this. As close as Samantha and I are, right? And you know what? Our friendship, 20 plus years, right? Like we're super tight. But guess what? I don't ever think I think it's weird when it's like, okay, so if I'm going to the bathroom, you can't come any further than here because the door's open.
Yeah, because it won't stay shut.
Right? So you can't come, right?
Weird.
Yeah, you can't come. And so in the shower's there, everything's in there. And it's like, you can't come any closer because then I'm going to see you doing your business. And that's not right.
No.
Right? No way, right? We're not sharing that stuff.
Yeah. And then they had this gigantic TV and that
didn't really work.
It didn't really work. It kept circling. It kept trying to figure out if it wanted to play,
if it wanted to be a TV or not.
Yeah. And then, but when we did get it to work, we watched Joe Coy, our new favorite comedian.
Oh my God. The funniest man in Joseph. Funniest man in the world. But you know what? Here's what's funny is I have a hunch that if I was to show my husband would hate him.
Yeah, John hates him too.
Right. And why is that? Why? He's like,
I think only women find him funny.
So, but like you and I like laughed and laughed and laughed.
There's so many good parts.
He like friends of the podcast, go listen to him. Even the men, go listen. Don't be like John and Mike. Go listen. Right?
I think John likes his comedians a little dirty.
Yeah, I think, and Mike likes his comedians where he's got to think a little bit, right?
Oh yeah,
and he's not going to think Joe Coy is making him think.
No, not at all.
But we loved him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then we had breakfast with your dad and your stepmom.
Yeah, and they took us for supper too. Yeah,
they took us for supper.
Dad and Sue,
and then but the breakfast place was shaped like a spaceship.
Yeah, that's what it's called, the spaceship or something like that.
Is it called a spaceship?
Something like that. But yeah, and it's been around since I was like a little kid. Like you always want to go there for breakfast. Yeah. And I don't know, like the food was good, but it still seemed like as though it was like it hadn't changed.
No. And then we found the tackiest touristy spot to buy our tchotchke.
Yeah, did you get the package?
Tchotchke.
Mike sent it to you.
I haven't gotten it yet.
Okay, yeah, you probably get a little card. He sent all of it, but no, you don't get to keep the Blue Jay stuff. You get one hat.
Well, why'd you send me it all?
No, he thought that was part of the souvenirs.
Oh, okay.
Right? That's what he said. And I'm like, no, not the Blue Jay. Because I told him when I was in the hospital, when my hair was horrible, I'm like, just bring me one of the Blue Jay caps. And he's like, oh, I think I sent those to Sam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
yeah, no
and in the perfect world, I'd prefer you to take the dark one. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm not telling you have to, but I'm just saying if you're unsure which one you would like the dark one, right? Okay.
Thank you.
Not
for
the later
sharing.
one. I'm just saying.
Thank you for sharing what chat I get to have.
No, I'm just helping you with a possible decision. That's all I'm doing.
You're helping me decide. That is so thankful. So thoughtful.
That's all I'm doing. But we found some good touristy crap.
We did. We found good tours. But then your dad took us to like the epitome of like the high
Yeah.
class
That was like, yeah,
touristy
that's like
spot.
fancy tourists,
Yeah, fancy
right?
tourists go shop there.
Yeah, which
And
was
then we
fun.
shopped.
Hmm.
And then we bought stuff.
Mostly you.
Yeah, I bought
Mostly
stuff.
you. We bought fudge. That was yummy,
Oh yeah, that was really good.
right?
Fudge.
Okay,
It
but
was really good.
what I haven't talked about you, all right? And then, we had my birthday in Ottawa, and that was a great time. Like my sister threw a little party because I turned 50 before my heart attack, so
Yes.
she threw us a birthday party, and Judy came over, and we just had, it was low key because you know what, it was just hot, and didn't need to do a whole lot, but it was like a great day. Got
Hmm.
to wear all the 50 memorabilia.
Yes.
All right, that was kind of crazy.
It was
And
fun.
play, yeah, and play some games and things. But what I don't know much about is I don't know, because then I had my heart attack and went to the hospital. I don't know
Yes.
much about your holiday with John in New Jersey.
Well, I when I landed in New Jersey, it started to rain.
Oh, there you go. Nice sunny place for you.
Yeah. Actually it was really good.
Good.
I drove his truck for the very first time,
Oh my
and
God.
then in doing that I squealed his tires twice. So that
It's
was
not
pretty
a,
fun.
is it a standard?
No, it's a no. It's a normal
Oh,
vehicle,
okay.
but it has a Hemi in it. So I gave it a little gas and the
Oh,
tires squealed
because
and
everything you think is like a Porsche, right? And I'm in a race car. Yeah, it's horrible.
it
You're
was
a
fun
horrible
for me.
driver.
No, it was fun
That's
for me.
that's funny.
It was fun.
Good.
And then I discovered because everywhere you drive in New Jersey has trees, right?
Okay.
And they're trees, like the highways are like that's all you see is trees. Like you can't
Yeah.
see past them. And I
Right.
realized I hate that. I
Because
realized that because we don't have that
we
here.
don't have that, right? We can see everywhere,
We can see
right?
across the tundra.
Yeah. Yeah, that
And
way I could see that.
that was so weird for me. And I'm just like, this is what I don't like. I can't
Yeah.
see anything past the trees. That's all you
No,
see
I
is
could see that
trees.
being yeah, I could see that being an issue for you.
Cars and trees, that's all you see.
That's all you see. Ah.
But there is a Wawa on every corner. And the
Okay, now
Wawa is like
tell me again about this Wawa.
the Wawa is like a 7-Eleven,
First up,
but
I
better.
have to be honest. I don't love the name.
I don't know how they came up with it. I have
Yeah,
no
like
idea.
that name the name deters me,
You'll love it
right?
though. You would love it because in a Wawa, there's tons of food. You walk
Yeah.
in, there's a little computer, you
And
pick your
now
food.
hang on, Samantha. I would love it now or pre-diabetic, Lisa.
Oh, maybe pre-diabetic, please.
God. Right?
Sorry.
That's okay. We got to get used to it, right?
Yeah, well, because they have the best mac and cheese.
Oh, yum.
Yeah, you would
My
really
mother-in-law,
enjoy it.
my mother-in-law, Hilda, right? This is what she says. I was talking to her the other day on the phone, and I said, I'm gonna have to give up hot dogs. And she's like, oh, and she has type B diabetes, and she's like, oh dear, I just had 2 for supper. Just tomorrow, yeah, I'd be a bit better. I'm like, okay, I could do that. I could do that then. Just made diabetes not quite as horrible.
Yeah, but
Okay,
yeah,
so
like Wawa has everything. It has
really,
all the food. You can get gas. You can get drinks. You can get pop. You can get your lottery tickets. It
yeah.
has everything. It has baked goods. It's like, and then you can get smoothies there. You can get
Okay,
fancy drinks there. Like
but is
it's
it
just
like
this big thing.
But is it
It's
like our
awesome.
7-Elevens though, where people
No,
go and they say you shouldn't eat the food?
nope, nope. Wawa, that's where they get their money is from all the hot food and sandwiches and smoothies.
Oh, okay.
Like
Huh,
I had to wait in line.
really?
Yeah, because
At the
it was
Wawa.
at the Wawa. It's hopping,
At the Wawa.
hopping,
Is it
hopping,
called the
hopping.
Wawa or just called Wawa?
It's called Wawa.
Yeah, I don't love the name, right? That's a mouthful. It's a lot of
It's Wawa. 7-Eleven Wawa. It's the same thing.
no, it's not. It's a mouthful. It's a mouthful. I disagree, Samantha.
Yeah. Well, and I thought we had bad rainstorms here, but
Yeah.
we had ordered Chinese takeout one night and I didn't realize how bad the rain was. I opened the door and I basically got wet from head to toe.
Like a monsoon took you.
Just trying to get the Chinese takeout in.
Really?
Yeah, it was like head to toe wet. And I'm
Now,
like, hey, this is fun.
was the Chinese food, was it different than what we're used to?
No, it was good. It was the same.
Good. Is that from
Yeah.
the Wawa too?
No, that was from a different place.
Okay, good. Because I don't know if I want all my foods coming from the Wawa.
No.
Right? I'm just saying, right? Like I need there to be a bit of a break.
But I need a Wawa in Saskatoon. I feel like Saskatoon would be all over this Wawa situation.
Okay. Well, yeah, maybe something to look at, like more than an IHOP.
It's a totally different thing. An IHOP is a restaurant. A Wawa is like a catch-all of fun food.
Interesting.
It's like it's a convenience store, but it's really convenient.
Huh. Because it's got everything.
It's got everything.
Oh, that's kind of cool. We could use one for sure. Let's pencil one into Saskatoon.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look maybe early fall 2021. How's that sound?
Maybe.
Right?
Okay, but it seemed like we were on a food tour, but
yeah,
we did. John has a cousin, Mike, but he has a food truck, a barbecue food truck.
Yum.
Called Uncle Mike's. Yeah, you would have really liked the barbecue. Yeah. It was really awesome. And John's cousin Jimmy.
Like as in the very famous the Jimmy.
The Jimmy, yeah.
The Jimmy. Okay.
Brought us barbecue because he was on his way home and said, "Hey," phoned us and said, "Do you want some barbecue?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, that'd be fun." So
now,
we got a bunch of.
This is question for you. Why do people call it the barbecue? Why do they? Oh, I'm going to bring you barbecue as opposed to like I'm bringing you pulled pork or I'm bringing you like.
I don't know.
Weird.
Do you want some barbecue? So we got brisket and we got short ribs.
Oh, not the brisket again.
Yeah, it's really good though. It's really good.
You know my issues with the brisket, right? Where does it come from?
No, it comes from a cow.
I know whereabouts though. Does it come from the corned beef or the jerky part? Like whereabouts on the cow is the brisket? Oh, let's not go there.
Let's not go there.
Okay, we've been there before.
But anyways, so we liked it so much that we thought, let's go visit Uncle Mike or Cousin Mike at his barbecue truck. It was like an hour and a half away from where we were. We said, okay, we'll go for a little drive. Yeah. It was fine until we drove home. And then I realized that John was trying to kill me.
Oh. Just
because we went for barbecue. Because we went through the worst part of Philly. and I don't know if I should blame John or if I should blame Google Maps.
So you weren't like in the the Fresh Prince area, like of Bel Air. You weren't like that, like where he came from. Wasn't he in the bad part of Philly?
He was probably in the very interesting part of Philly that we went through. Because then we found out later that there had been a carjacking in the area that we drove through that day. Or the day before, I can't remember. So I'm just exciting. Like, what the hell, man?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, like Mother Parker.
I saw some things and I thought I only should see in movies, but apparently it's legit real.
Wow. Hey. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it was so weird.
That's too funny. That's hilarious. That's crazy. It sounds like you had a good time.
Yeah, it was fun.
Good.
Yeah, but his AC in his truck had a mind of its own.
Oh.
Well, it would only work if you hit a bump.
Wow. That sounds like it might need some replacing. I'm just saying. I got no mechanical skills, but I'm just saying, sounds like I might need some replacing, Samantha.
It probably needs some help, but because it's like so freaking hot in New Jersey.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Humidex is that Humidex is crazy balls.
Yeah, that's
probably it's probably like Ottawa.
Yeah, it's insane. Right, you walk out and you're automatically sweating.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But you know what I did to his house, though, hey?
I have no doubt what you did.
I Samified his house.
Of course you would Samify it. You probably then, this doesn't work for me. This doesn't work for me. That's not right. I don't like that. Why would you do that? Right? Yeah, no, I know 100%. 100%.
I totally did that as soon as I got there too.
That's funny.
Like the first day.
Right? Well, hi, because you're not going to be able to ever get your shoes off without having a comment about something, right? You're going to look around and you're going to be like, oh yeah, it's nice to see you, hug, kiss. Oh, why is that there? Right? What is with that? When did that, like, who suggested that? Right? Yeah. No, I completely understand that.
Yeah.
I still can't find things. There's some things around this house I still can't find.
She probably threw them away. They're probably gone forever. Right? They're probably gone forever, John.
Probably.
Honestly, the house never looked better.
I know, right? Because she knows how to feng shui things and make it look all pretty.
There you
Right?
go.
She can make it all look. She can all the bows and the razzle dazzle. That's her job. Right?
Oh.
But
Yeah,
now
but
you're
he's
Go
the
ahead.
one that got me addicted to sugar-free popsicles, though.
Good. Nothing wrong with that. That'll help down the road if you get the diabetes. You're already one step ahead. Right? You got a snack. Look at you.
I got a
secretly,
snack.
You're secretly preparing.
Yeah.
Right?
for the diabetes.
That's too funny. That's funny.
Oh. But you know what we got? We have a
What?
very special addition to this episode.
Oh my God! How nice!
while-
How nice was the quad father?
The Quadfather was fantastic.
Like
He
out
has-
of the blue yesterday, Samantha. I was first off, right? I was late on my text. So John, I think maybe John replied to the text. Somebody replied to a text when I think the quad father found out that I had bypass surgery. Because I saw that there was a message and I'm like, God, that looks way too accurate for me to have been writing that one.
That was me, Lisa.
Oh, well, there you go. I thought maybe it was John. Thanks, Samantha. So that was very nice.
I have access to all things now.
Yes, you do, right? And feel free to keep using them. Yeah, so Samantha, we were gonna play the Quadfathers episode where when we were on his show, he did a game show about who's the better friend. But I think we probably already talked almost an hour, so that's almost our full episode. So maybe we'll use it next week.
Yeah, let's use it next week. And by the way, the game show, I did win. You did not. Just want to go on record as saying that.
I don't know if that was accurate. I don't know for sure. I don't know. We'll see. Well, I still want a rematch. Yes, in all things.
Okay. Hey, but you know what? I think we can mention, didn't Steph reveal something about himself while we were in Ottawa? That he
my brother-in-law. He's the only man that I know. He still uses soap. Just like a bar of soap.
That is
and
so
it's true.
Weird.
It's in his shower right now because we're staying in there. They've been my sister and her family have been nice enough to let Mike and I kind of like stay in their room and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've been in their room. I haven't been able to make it downstairs yet, right? I can't do stairs, so I've been upstairs still. And in Steph's shower, right? There's a little bar of soap. He's like a soap man. Who's doing soap?
I don't know.
Just my clean brother-in-law, right? And his thing was that he goes, it's quicker. I'm like, really? No, okay.
Yeah, that's so weird.
I know, it's kind of funny, isn't it?
It was an interesting fact to learn about him.
I know, right? And you guys became quite close, you and Steph. Right? We
had a lot to talk about.
Yeah, it's like Mike and Steph, right? Like they're good old buddies. Like, because Mike can do stairs, right? So he's able to go up and down stairs. So I've been upstairs, and Chris has been hanging up here with me, sleeping all the time, catching up on her rest too. And then so Mike will go down to the base. He'll go downstairs to where Steph is, and then they hang out. Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
But my new thing, Samantha, right? You put me in a bed, lay me down, out like a light. Out like a light. I got a little walking circuit up here, right? So we figured out how many, because in the hospital it's all based on meters.
Oh yeah.
But there's a book, right? You got to follow, and it's like the Bible, right? So we're following it to a T. So today, technically, I'm only supposed to do, I think it's 6 minutes of activity.
Oh, okay.
And then the rest is all rest, right? Like, because you really can't, you can't overdo anything, right?
No, you can't.
No, right? And so I used my blow dryer today, so we're a little concerned that was probably a little extra, right? A little extra. And when I overdo it just on something that easy, like blow drying my hair, holy Christ, I'm like toast. You still can't master a shower just by myself yet.
I don't think you should worry about that quite right now.
I guess not, right? It's only days, and they do consider, even though it was like X number of days after surgery, they just when you get kicked out of the hospital, that's when they decide when you start your recovery. So it's just really only day 3, they say.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. So, but boy, you and I can just ramble forever.
Yes, we can. But we're going to do the call to action. So what we want people to
Yes.
do now that we've launched into another new episode is
Now
we
that
want
we're
people
back.
to come back to us, people.
Come on
Interact with
back.
us. Yeah, interact with us on our social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We will respond to anyone. And people have been posting great stuff in our Facebook page.
They
Caroline
have.
Johnson dropped some stuff about that was a really good one. That was a really
And
good
then-
one. It was about this big tube, and it's like she saw us and the
like an air
HHG.
inflatable. But what was the
Yeah.
most surprising to me is that the HHG wants to do it.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, she replied back saying like, oh yay or something, and I'm like, huh? I said I thought she'd be the one who would pee her pants,
Yeah.
and that I'd be the one that would have the hard time, and you'd be trying to keep it all together.
Yes.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. So guys, just bring people into our group. Consider telling people about what we do every week. And
Absolutely. If you go to if you're in our Facebook group, like if you go to the top of the page, it says invite. You just click on invite, then those people that come up, those are actually your people. So if you think that there's some people that you think would enjoy the show, click on invite them, right? And then we'll say, yeah, come on board. They can be part of this craziness.
I've already done it a couple of times, so that's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Lisa,
awesome.
Do you have an I shake my head?
Well, it is, but it's an odd I shake my head. So when I got sprung from the hospital, I had to go to Walmart, right? Because I needed to get some looser fitting clothes. And not that I'm like wearing like all my tight stuff, but I had to get things a little bit looser, right? And I took a scooter.
You rode a scooter?
They're free. They're free.
Yes,
right? So
they are free.
That I didn't know that, right? I always thought you had to put money in them. You just have to unplug them. And I was like the scooter queen. Mike would walk ahead, and you can go pretty fast in those. But the funny thing is that when you go to back up, it makes like the world's worst noise. It sounds like a squealing pig. So the whole Walmart knows, stupid girl on scooter missed her turn. She missed her turn. So what I shake my head was like people, when you're in the scooter, right? They don't care that you are trying to like get into the path, right? They just walk. Nobody cuts you any slack. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Well, that's very much like my I shake my head then.
What was yours?
Mine's about stupid summer drivers.
Oh.
2 times just going to the Walmart yesterday to pick up some stuff.
Yeah.
I had asshole kids behind me who were trying to I don't know what the fuck they were doing. And then on the way back home, a guy, he apparently didn't appreciate the fact that I was driving the speed limit, went around me in a turn that didn't have a second lane, but in front of me. And I'm just like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Nice.
People,
they don't care.
Stop it. Stop it.
They don't care.
You're not faster than me. You're not going to get anywhere faster than me. Right?
No, people are just that's just crazy.
Yeah, but you know what? Those are the people that cause accidents.
Exactly.
So not happy. I'm shaking my head.
And and there's so many accidents that don't need to happen. I bet you there's accidents in the Walmart too with the scooters.
Exactly.
Right? And people got to be careful. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I was just like, Mike's like, why don't you try a scooter? And I was kind of like, and I'm like, yeah, makes sense. Right? They're not that comfortable, but they do the job.
They do the job.
Yeah. So that's kind of fun. There you go.
So we may or may not have a topic next week. It really depends what's going on. We potentially can talk about, can we really eliminate all plastic in the world?
I love that topic. So hopefully we can have it. Okay. Hopefully we can have it. But again, right, it just depends.
Will depend. So, but we really appreciate the Quad Father giving us that portion of the game show, and we may use it. You never know.
Yeah, we'll definitely. Yeah, we'll try and use it next week. Okay, so if you're already listening to podcasts, guys, why don't you try out Podcoin? www.podcoin.com. They actually give you credit to listen to podcasts.
Yep.
Right?
You bet.
What else we got, Samantha?
We got Threadless. It's a new place for our merch. It's www.ishakemyhead.threadless.com.
And if you wanna support the podcast, if you feel that we bring you some joy, a little bit of happiness to your heart, you can go to Patreon, www.patreon.com/I-shake-my-head, and you can donate $2 right on up.
You betcha. And then we'd like to thank John, our editor. He's from Audio Editing Solutions. He is actually helping us podcast today.
Yes.
He is being really good about it. Thanks.
Did he take a screenshot so we can post it? Yes, he did. Okay,
yes,
good.
he did. Okay. And then guys, just to remind you, we're on all the social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Keep hooking up with us. We will post, and Lisa's back and she's posting and answering Twitter because Twitter ain't my jam.
Yeah, you know what? It's not Sam's jam.
It's not my jam.
I won't be quite as active as what I was, but we'll be a little bit more than what we have been. I think.
Yes.
I think we can do it. No offense, Samantha, but you know what? I think we can do 2 times in 5 days. I think we can get that out there. Just say it, right?
Told you it's not my jam, man.
Not your jam, right? But you tried, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll do something. We'll be able to do something next week too. If not, we'll still have something that we'll pull out of the hat.
Yeah, for sure. All right, guys, that's it for us. I hope you enjoyed this new episode. So glad that I was able to hang out with my bestie.
Yeah.
And see her face again. God bless technology.
Right? Well, and you know what? Hopefully, right, a couple of weeks and I'll be back home, and then I'll make you come and visit me and bring me things, and bring me things, and we'll watch TV, and then that'll be a bit easier too, right? So it's still a long go, but at least it'll be nice to also be back home too.
Exactly.
All right, guys. Samantha. You know what, Samantha? Always a pleasure.
Yeah, it should be.
This was a podcast from the Podfix Network. You can check out more shows like it at podfixnetwork.com.